You know, it's interesting. I was a little pessimistic, but I will say that what they're doing is they're growing at the margin. So they're trying to go for more revenue from the same number of holders through that password sharing program that they're going to roll out. So that could potentially add revenue, but not necessarily subscribers per se. And then, you know, the ad sharing. They've also, by the way, lowered their prices in some international markets, and that's a volume play. You know, so they could add, you know, more subscribers at a lower ARPU. And so, you know, all of that taken together says that Netflix is putting one foot in front of the other in order to continue to grow revenue, you know, despite the fact that they are growing at the margins. And, you know, this is exactly what this company should be doing where they are.
Even with a macro slowdown, we'll see. Julia, any more dust settling here between Netflix and some of its competitors as they did finally get the series up yesterday? Is that right?
They did. Look, live is not Netflix's expertise. There were so many years where Reed Hastings, now former CEO, he's now executive chairman, where he said, we're not going to do live sports. We're not going to do live news. It's just not our thing. Now, certainly they've been moving slowly in that direction. They've done some live comedy specials. That has gone fine. Sunday night did not go that well, but maybe we'll hear some more about it on the call, and whether or not they're going to continue to push forward there or whether or not they're just going to stick with their bread and butter, which is, of course, is on-demand content. Yeah, although writers' strike, you hear any scuttlebutt about that yet? Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing from my sources that a writer's strike is expected to happen. The contract between the Writers Guild of America and the studios expires on May 1st. I've heard it's going to happen. The question is just how long it is. Interestingly, Netflix, because it is so internationally diversified, may be better protected for a writer's strike because it does have access to so much content from outside the U.S. And also its viewership is also very much diversified. So they may be better positioned than some of the other studios, depending on how long the strike drags on. Well, they got the ultimate trump card. They got ChatGPT. What's to worry about? They can just have that write everything. Julia, thank you. We appreciate it. Not quite yet, Kelly. I'm kidding. I'm a creative. I don't want that to ever happen. Maybe the writers can use it. Anyway, let's turn to United Airlines, which is expected to report a loss tomorrow. They already issued a profit warning last month in the face of rising capacity and a possible slowing or softening in demand. Let's turn to Phil LeBeau. And Phil, rival Southwest, back in the headlines today for all the wrong reasons.
Well, yeah, you want to talk? We can start with Southwest. This was an issue where they had a ground stop because of a technical issue. Firewall from a third-party vendor was not doing what it was supposed to do. So instead of saying, okay, well, we'll figure this out on the fly, they do what all airlines do. You shut it down until you get things figured out. Took them about 80 minutes, I think, for the total amount of the ground stop. Things were restored shortly after noon, I believe. And the system is, they're in the process of getting back on schedule.
All right. So United, then, what's the story here, especially because the airlines I thought had been off to a decent start this year?
Well, they are off to a decent start just because they're reporting a loss. Remember, there's a number of issues in there that are factoring into the adjusted loss that's expected. Full year, they haven't changed their guidance of earning between $10 and $12, which will be interesting to see whether or not they keep that guidance because the expectation on the street is not at that level at this point. But it's all about whether or not we are seeing near-term demand start to slow down. Remember when Scott Kirby said in March, we see a little bit of softness, immediately you saw people say, okay, here we go. The great demand that was there for the United and the other airlines is going away. I don't think that's what he meant at the time. So we'll see what kind of clarity he gives us in terms of what they're seeing, not only for the second quarter, but then for the rest of the summer and the rest of this year. Yeah, the stock, Gina, trades at less than 5 times forward earnings. It's up 11%, maybe 13% so far this year.
Look, this stock has so much negative news already baked into it. As soon as we got that negative guidance, the analysts went even further than that. And so, a lot of what's priced in are not just the expansion of capacity, but also just jet fuel prices and a lot of that. And as we see jet fuel prices come down, there are some potential positives that could happen toward the end of the year. That will also be an important factor. So, I think that there's some room for some positive movement just because so much negative has been put on this stock now.
All right. Thank you all. Gina, we appreciate Gina Sanchez and our Phil LeBeau.